There was once a widow in ancient Israel. Her husband had died, her debts were rising. To repay what she owed, her sons were about to be taken as slaves. In search of a miracle, she ran to the prophet Elisha and cried out for help. He asked her one question: "What do you have in your house?" "Nothing," she answered, "except a small jar of oil." The prophet Elisha told her to borrow empty jars from her neighbors, as many as she could. Then he told her to go inside, close the door, and start pouring her little oil into these empty vessels. The widow did as asked, and somehow the oil kept flowing until every last jar was full. It wasn't until there were no more jars left did the oil stop flowing. This is a strange little miracle, a sacred metaphor. And to this day, the question still echoes: what do you have in your house? Or in much simpler terms, what's already in your hands? Many a times we focus on what we lack. We pay too much attention to the fact that we have very little oil left, to the connections we don't have, the platform we haven't built, the money, the time, the confidence, the peace. But have you ever thought, what if, just what if, the oil only flows when we use the little we already have? Your jar of oil might be your ability to listen, or your love for stories, or that broken past that you have healed from. Or maybe it is you're a weird mix of passions. What you have matters, and you need to start pouring before you can get more. Maybe it's a voice, maybe it's a past, maybe it's just a willingness to begin. God, or the divine, or the universe, will not start multiplying what we haven't started pouring. So the question today isn't, do I have enough? It's, am I willing to pour? Close the door on distraction. Gather whatever jars you can. Start with what's in your hands, and trust the flow will follow your faith. If this reflection stirred something in you, take a moment to comment or share what your jar of oil might be today. And if you're on a journey to see the sacred in old stories and everyday life, you're in the right place. Subscribe, stay curious, and keep pouring.